It's a big game for Boro against Man City. 3 points at stake, but also the chance to get back to winning ways at home. They have lost the last two home games in different circumstances. They were absolutely battered by Chelsea in the last home game, and it was quite embarrassing and humiliating, to be honest. Before that, they really took West Brom apart without being able to score. Lost 1-0 at home to West Brom when really they should have won 5-1. And that performance against West Brom really was more of the pattern of what we've seen so far this season. The Chelsea game was out of character, I do believe, whereas before that Boro have been quite enterprising at home, created a lot of chances in every game, and hopefully that's what we'll see against Man City. They are capable of getting back to that. There are a lot of attacking players in the side. Perhaps we didn't see as much attacking football at Blackburn as we might have expected, and in fact they only had one chance on goal. As it was, Afonso Alves put that away, but they do need to really fine-tune things a bit more. And I think it was a case of trying to get the Chelsea defeat out of the systems. Hopefully they've done that now, and we can go into the Man City game feeling positive. I know that Gareth Southgate's very positive. He'll have made sure that the players feel the same way. And I do believe that they'll go out there in the right frame of mind. Going to be a tough game though at the same time, but 3 points at stake and 3 points that Boro desperately need. Tunjai's back for Boro. He came back against Blackburn, wasn't expected to start that match, but because of Mido's injury was thrown into the five from the start, and did really well, played 85 minutes at Blackburn, and we would expect Tunjai to start again against Man City and be a big player in the match. Tunjai, as everybody knows, is a world-class player. Boro have missed him very, very much during the 6 weeks he's been away with his knee ligament injury. And his return, and particularly the match fitness he's now got from Blackburn, is going to be a big difference to Boro up front. Should make a huge difference. And I think the way in which he has a partnership with Afonso Alves should also be a big factor. Those two were starting to blend together quite well before Tunjai was injured, and it's something that's been a big blow to Alves and probably one of the reasons why he wasn't scoring goals. Tunjai's return at Blackburn, probably no coincidence that Alves broke his duck in that match. And now we've got Alves looking to add to that. Gareth Southgate says that he believes that Alves is capable of scoring goals in runs, and we're going to see if that can be proved true against Man City. Certainly would be terrific to see the Brazilian score at home, be much appreciated by the fans, because he's missed 2 or 3 gilt-edged opportunities really. They've gone begging, and now there's a chance for him to get back on track. Man City obviously bring a threat of their own. I don't think we're going to see a repeat of the 8-1 from last season when Man City more or less gave up before the kick-off. They are obviously a different side this year with Mark Hughes in charge, and he's got a lot of money and a lot of different talent at his disposal. The big threat to Boro undoubtedly is Robinho. The Brazilian has scored 6 goals already this season, including his hat-trick against Stoke City in his last game. He's arguably on fire at the moment and will be looking to add to that tally. His last visit to the North East with Man City brought a 2-2 draw at Newcastle United. Robinho scored in that game, albeit from the penalty spot, and he'll be looking really to keep things going. There are 1 or 2 injury problems at Man City. We'll have to wait and see if his fellow Brazilian striker Joe is able to start. He missed the Stoke match because of tonsillitis, but I suspect he'll probably be back. Elsewhere, they've also got problems in defence where Richard Dunn is a doubt with some sort of a chest injury that forced him to come off in the game against Stoke. But they do have a much bigger squad than Boro, plenty of options for Mark Hughes, and I don't think he'll be too bothered whatever the lineup. They'll come here positive, and Boro have got to match them and ultimately beat them. I do believe that this game will be decided in midfield, Boro's midfield have a habit of blowing hot and cold. They played well at Blackburn, particularly in the second half, where they got a real hold on the game and stopped Blackburn from playing. And if they can carry on from that, I think that's crucial to the outcome of tonight, of the match against Man City. Boro well capable of winning it. It'd be lovely to see Gary O'Neill score his first goal for the club. I do think Boro's midfield will be adventurous against Man City, with Didier Degas also pushing forward. Should be a good game to watch, and a lot of eyes will be on Robinho, but let's hope that by the end of the game everybody's talking about Boro.